Stampin' friends, it's Rachel Kuhn with the Joy of Stamping with Rachel, and it's Fun Fold Friday. Today we're making a nested flat fold card featuring the Daisy Lane stamp set and the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. Go ahead and grab your supplies while I flip and we'll get started. Okay, so here is the card we're making today, and it's really fun and simple because it just pops open like that. But this little belt here makes it so fun, and I could change it, the angle we do it, depending on the choice of your stamp set. Today we are using the Daisy Lane stamp set. This is an oldie but a goodie. This one came out last year, and it has both the large daisy and the small daisy, and these great sayings in with it as well. All right, so before we get started, I want to make sure you guys comment during this live, because today the card that I make I'll send out to one of the people who comments during the live. I'll check all of the comments afterwards and announce the winner. So make sure you're saying something to me, even if it's just hello. And if you're watching the replay or watching on YouTube later on, thanks for joining, and I hope you guys love this card. Let me go ahead and show you the pieces that you'll need to make it. So first we'll start with our card base. Our card base today is a different size than usual. It's a 5.5 by 6.5, and I scored it at the 4 1/4. Then we have our DSP, which is 2 inches by 5 1/4. And then we have our Whisper White for our inside, and that is the 4 by 5 1/4. And we have our nested flap. For this piece of paper, you want to make sure you have at least a 3.5 to about a 5.5 piece of cardstock to be able to cut this out with your die cutting machine. I use the largest size of that nested flap. Sorry, that nested stitch nested die. There you go. And we made it into a flap. How we made the flap is I scored it on my trimmer just at about the 4 mark, and it's just right where that bend begins, or where this line ends here and meets to that one. So it hits it right at the 4. All right, let me go ahead and show you how we do this. First, I'm going to go ahead and show you how we make our daisies. Today I'm using the larger daisy punch. I think it's just called daisy punch. And then we also have a medium size. These are super easy to make, and all you have to do is put the paper in, line it up, and press, and out pops a daisy. Then we'll move it over. Sometimes it gets caught right there. Let's see. I can get that one out maybe. Maybe not. This is just Whisper White paper that I'm using today, and I got it caught. Let me flip it again. Let's see if we can get it to come out. Maybe. There we go. All right, and we need 2, so we need to punch one more. There we go. Now we have those 2 pieces. We're going to glue them together. If you remember my Tuesday tip at 10 this week, I showed you guys this cool silicone mat. This works great for when you want to glue and you don't want all the mess. So I put a little bit of our glue on this one. I want a little bit of wiggle room. And we just overlap this daisy with the other one and press down. Then we're going to set that aside to let it dry. Okay. So the next part is our pieces here. We're going to want to first attach our flap to our Whisper White. On this back side, you'll see I've already put some tear tape on our flap, and I'm just going to remove that backing, maybe. Let's see. There we go. Sometimes it's trickier than others, and I got it. And then I'm just going to line it up right on here, right about there on that fold, and fold it down. There we go. Super easy. I'm going to stamp this one with a little bit of a different saying. My first one had the word smile. I'm going to do friend this time. And I'm going to just do it at this top corner here. Awesome. I'm using the Night and Navy for this one. I'm also using the new Bumblebee color cardstock for that one. Next, we're going to go ahead and attach our DSP. And I'm going to, my demo had this side of our DSP. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to change it up. And I have a new exciting product to show. I have the Stampin' Seal. This just came out this month, and it's our new adhesive, the double-sided adhesive. It comes with a lid on it, and it's amazing. It has 3 more yards than our old snail did, but it works very similar, but better. It's a cleaner, and you could barely even hear that, right? Do you remember my snail used to be very cranky? Like it would click a lot. All right, let's see if I can line this up just right where I want it. So I have a little bit of border on each side. Then I'm going to take that bone folder and I'm going to crease it on that score line, just like that. We'll move our ink out. Now we're going to get some more of the seal and put some on the back of this. Make sure you get a little bit on that flap that we created. All right, and we're going to attach it here. Again, you want a little bit of a border when you're gluing it on. There we go. We'll press that down. It's so nice. All right, that's looking pretty good. We just need to add our daisy. So for this daisy, I have to add our center to it as well. The center for this one, I've already sponged a little bit with the Bumblebee. And I could just attach that. Let's use, for the sake of time, we'll put a little bit of that seal on it. There we go. Because this hopefully is nice and dry. And then I'm going to flip over this daisy. And I'm going to add just one dimensional. And stick it in the middle. And we'll put our card back there and add this to it, right about there. And there you go. That's how easy this fun fold card is. As long as you have this nested stitch dies here, then you are good to go and can make a flap. All right, you guys, make sure you comment today. Hopefully we'll get a winner. Happy stamping, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.